Hello, everybody. What's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Danielle.
And Brooke. Happy Wednesday, guys.
Happy Wednesday. If you're watching on YouTube, you see that we're in our new merch.
Woo! Gorgeous new merch. And we haven't done merch in a second, so this is exciting.
This is also exciting because this is inspired by things you opened up about your blocking your blocking solution.
Habit.
And it's funny because this past weekend was your birthday while this episode is up. So it's like,
I love that
Brooke
belated
birthday edition, BBB.
I love it. You guys have been asking for this merch. Actually, this has been like the number one request for merch. Is like, please, we need something with Block Me on it, and we have you guys covered. We gave you like multiple options, multiple. So I guess we'll start with the shirt that we're wearing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Danielle's modeling. If you guys are watching on YouTube, if you didn't know,
we're both wearing.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I thought you were like getting up.
And yeah. I kind of was.
I was like, oh, go. But they're also on our Instagram, so you could follow Danielle Caroline, Brooke Michio, at Gals on the Go podcast, because you could see the full details, pricing, all of that stuff.
Yes, we literally just shot the merch. We went outside. We did some on Brooke's balcony. We're so excited. So right now we're wearing like we'll call it the vintage tee. We're obsessed with it. It's like, we literally feel like it's a shirt you would get from Urban Outfitters. It's like, we're raving
so
about
cool.
it.
So it's hand dyed. Is that what they were saying? Or like the wash?
It's washed in a specific way. Like they were telling us every single t-shirt's a little different.
That's what it is. It's like one of those worn like band tee looks.
Yes. Like literally like the Urban Outfitter graphic tees. They're so great. We're both wearing XLs, and on it says block me. And then on the bottom it says unblock me. In the middle we have this like not old fashioned, but like
Nokia cell phone.
GOTG. Don't text is also on it, of course.
Very subtle GOTG though. So if you're like, you don't want crazy branded stuff, it's really cute. And I plan on wearing mine like this with like a bathing suit underneath it. Honestly, it's just like a everyday summer tee.
Yes, we wore it with like shorts early, like denim shorts and sneakers. It was such a vibe. Like I'm always looking for just like when it's like, oh, I'll throw on a tee and shorts. It's like, what does that mean? This tee. This
is the throw on tee.
This
you could also
be the tee. Yes, you can sleep in it. It's nice and long too, depending on what size you get. We're obsessed. So that's the first product. The second, I just love this.
Cheers. We've got the block me, unblock me mug. Same design as the shirt, right? Yeah.
Let me check. Design as the shirt.
Got to triple check.
Yeah. Wait.
But look, when you start looking at something for too long, you're like,
yeah.
I'm looking at the word block now. I'm like, what a strange word. Like block. Like,
yeah, it is a strange word after a while. But yeah, it's the same design as the t-shirt. I've been waiting to like put this mug in my vlogs and stuff.
You've been trying it. Yeah. It's adorable. And it's got pink on the handles and the inside. So it's a nice little hint of pink. But the same great like mugs that we really like from like our merch line. So really, really cute. You guys are going to love it.
Yes. Obsessed. And then the final one, I feel like maybe the most popular just because it's just simple and amazing.
Yeah, we'll see. It's always fun to see. I guess what you guys
I'm curious to see because it's also summer. So maybe, I don't know. Summer.
This is the Block Me, Unblock Me hoodie, and we love it. It's a nice gray hoodie, and it's just very simple. It says block me on the front, just in some
block
white
letters.
Yeah, I was gonna say in some letters, and then on the bottom right in the
left corner, right?
Yes, left. My gosh, guys, my sides are all screwed up. On the back it says unblock me.
Obsessed.
So it's a little subtle nod to the podcast. If you know, you know. This one's like totally unbranded.
Yeah, this is if maybe you just have a friend that blocks people. This is the perfect.
Exactly, like a silly gift or something. I personally will be wearing this very frequently.
It's a good airport one. Just like, block me, bitch. Like,
yeah. And it's a nice gray, so you could kind of pair it with like leggings, or we wore it with denim before. It looks really nice. So, and I like the weight of the gray. It's the same. I think it's the same one as like the gray one we've done before.
I was gonna say that was our most popular sold item ever, and so this is that same color, but it's just a new vibe. Block me. So this is the blocked collection. We really hope you guys love it. We have so many amazing things in store for the merch. You guys are just gonna die. So this was our first drop of 2023, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
It has been a minute since we did merch, so get your hands on it. Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So
1 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Wow.
10 a.m. PST and then 1 p.m. EST. We thought maybe if you're just waking up on the West Coast, or if you're on your lunch break, maybe 1 p.m.
The 21st of April. So get excited.
Yeah. So if you guys are listening on the day this episode's coming out, on Friday, this coming Friday.
Mark your calendar.
But we'll be really annoying on social media. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Don't you worry, baby. But we're so excited. So we just wanted to give that little shout out.
Yes. Thank you, Danielle, for leading that on. She did great.
What did I? We did it together.
I don't know. You got. I'm like all over the place. I was giving the
I'm
wrong
all over
time.
the
I was
place.
giving the wrong time.
You're like, 1 p.m. right side. That's so off brand for you. Don't worry.
I feel chaotic. It is warm outside, and for some reason, like I was outside in the warmth. I was like, I need a juice. Like I need
like blood sugar going down.
I need like electrolytes. Like we're doing well though. We are. Even though we're complaining about the warm weather, it actually is so beautiful.
No, I was like, we can't complain. We actually can't.
Absolutely not. We're blessed with these beautiful days here in April. And
yeah, we're spoiled.
We are.
So crazy. I don't even know what's happening. It feels like we're recording a late night episode.
It does.
It's like not late night. It's 3:33. Oh,
the next episode actually is going to be a late night episode. I was thinking about that.
It is going to be a late night episode, and we'll be able to recap your B-Day, which will be so fun.
That will be so fun.
Yeah, next week's episode is actually going to be exciting. We have a guest on that you guys all know and love. So
yes, mark your calendar.
Mark your calendars. We just have so many things all the time. And yeah, so this week we're doing an episode all about, so we know a lot of you guys might be graduating college this year, this May, which is awesome and exciting. Congrats to you. But a lot of people also maybe lived at home for a little bit. Now they're about to move into their own space. We just know that a lot of you guys are in your like transformation period, transitional.
Yeah.
Transitional period.
Yeah, you're going from one space to another, or even I guess if you maybe lived in like the dorms in college and you're moving out on your own to an apartment or a house. A lot of people are moving into, a new place or moving out for the first time, either on your own or with roommates. So this is kind of be like a apartment essentials, moving out tips, must-haves, things that we wish we knew before we moved out on our own.
I feel like I'm not a pro at a lot of things, but I feel like both you and I have like lived in many apartments and we've both lived on our own a good bit, so we do. That's one thing I think we're pretty good on.
Yeah.
Like we could give some good info.
Oh, I would completely agree.
Like we both have had roommates. We both have moved in college to new cities. Like we've got it all down pat. So we both came up with a list of random essentials that we think you could need, maybe things you might not need, and then just general tips like Brooke said. So we're really excited about this episode.
So excited. So get out your notes app or take notes if you want, because we actually have really good tips. We both like went in. We were both
Brooke went in, and then I saw it this morning on the Notion. I was like, oh, I gotta go more in. I love it. I feel like that happens. One of us will like really go in, and then but it's also hard because we both have similar tips. So totally, it's like if one person's so
we're gonna share some good tips though. Basically is the point. But before we do that, should we get into our fave and knock of the week?
I would literally love nothing more.
Oh.
So what are you favoriting this week?
I'm obsessed right now with the cookie butter creamer from Califia Farms.
Oh, I saw your story and I just like, I love when you talk about creamers.
You do.
It's like cute. You're like cookie butter. You just like get excited about random cute things.
I do.
Like jelly cat cookie butter.
You're so right. I do like cute things.
Yeah.
I tried this a while ago and I completely forgot about it because I couldn't find it at so many stores, so I was just like, when you forget something exists because you just can't find it.
Yeah. It's not in your vision.
So Kenzie posted about it recently and I was like, I'm gonna like try to go out of my way to find this, and it was actually on Whole Foods. I do like Whole Foods delivery. Do you ever do that on Amazon?
Yeah, I do that sometimes. Yeah
It makes it easy for like if I have recipes in mind. I'm like, let me just
it's
get
so easy to add to cart. Like, I need sugar here. Like, it's so easy.
Yes, like literally following from a recipe, just like inputting it in, because sometimes you're in the grocery store and you're looking around, you're like, damn, where is that maple syrup? Like, I don't know where it is. Yeah,
especially I feel like, I don't know. It's not like we have our hometown grocery store that we go to each one every time. You know where everything is. Like, there's lots of options here, which is great.
It is. And it's great. It is a creamer. I normally don't like those like coffee matey one. I like some of them. It depends on the flavor. But this one, it's sweet for sure, but it's like not artificial sweet tasting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Like I might have you try a little bit of it. Would you ever or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just like I prefer no sweets, but like sometimes I'll get a nice vanilla latte or like a flavored drink.
I feel like it gives like a little twang of that.
It does. Okay, I'm excited.
So it's nice. And I've been into it. Check it out. Califia Farms. They have other really good flavor like creamers and stuff too. And I think it's non-dairy. I'm pretty sure that's like their whole thing, right? Like it's an almond milk creamer, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's delicious.
Wow. I went down this whole, I won't get into it, this whole rabbit hole the other day of like what milk really is the best for you?
That's the I know that this is not good for me because I know that it's
I don't mean, no, I don't mean I don't mean that. I just mean,
you mean like should we just do regular dairy? Should we do
almond?
Yeah,
more of like that. Like, you know, I was in the coffee shop this morning and everyone like in front of me, oat milk, almond milk, and I was like, can I get whole milk? And I think to myself, okay, if you're dairy free, like some people are dairy intolerant, that makes sense. But there was this wave of like, oh, I am healthy, I get oat milk, I get almond milk, and some people prefer the taste, whatever. But I had this like whole thing the other day. I was like, what if I'm getting like organic grass-fed whole milk or skim milk? Like, is that worse than?
I don't think so. I think it's all depending on like your preferences and what your body can tolerate. And I feel the same. I can drink milk, so I'm like, why am I? But
not to yuck your yums. It just like made me think about this. But if you like the taste, though, it's great.
I feel like I got used to the taste of almond milk like in college, so I just was like, oh, this is what I drink now. You know?
Yeah,
like,
but do you remember it was like in college? It was like, oh, I don't get milk. Oh my god, I get soy milk, oat milk, or almond milk. Or like
but I make no sense though because then I'll have cheese. So like
that's what I'm saying.
I'll put whipped cream on it. So it's like, what's the difference?
I know. It's like, why do we? I don't know.
You're so right. No, you have a very valid point. I went on a whole rabbit hole of sometimes I end up on like organic talk or something, you know, where it's like you should never buy this product, and it's like the product I use every day or something.
Like, oh, I love when I see those. I'm like, oh, that cleaning product I use. Yep. It's lovely.
Like that should like never use this soap. Like, and I
you're like, oh, I use that on all my dishes. Yeah. So that's really good.
And it was about this almond milk. It was like, because almonds are not the number one ingredient. Like it's like, you know, like it's like, because it's like a blend. It's not actually like, they're not taking the almond and squeezing the juice out. Like but I found that the ones that are that way, they taste so bad. Like the really like healthy ones, you know, like homemade almond milk. But I know. Pass. No,
that's a no from me. Yeah, I know. I need to like do more research. I even asked my dad because he's like into health. And he was like, honestly, I don't know. Like, you've got me. I think everyone just for so many years, we've just all been like getting right. I was getting oat milk forever. And then I heard about like the gums and oat milk, certain oat milks. And I was like, fuck it. I'm getting whole milk. I'm turning to Paige Loren's dairy girl. Like, I literally am. I get it. I get where she's coming from. Like, we eat cheese. We're doing cheese boards, but we're getting almond milk. Like,
and then they were coming for me for a little bit for almond milk because it's bad for the environment. I was like, you guys are fucking kidding me, right? Because
we can't win.
So the dairy, what's
the
worse?
Animals, like,
I know. I was like, what's worse? What is
like there's so many things that contradict each other.
You are so right. It's a one big cycle of like, but then like the soy milk, like, I'm not saying that it does, but like, you know, some people link it to like soy isn't good for women. So then it's like a whole circle of like, okay, well, we can't do that one. So then,
but then other people say that's been debunked, and you're
exactly
like, that's true. I feel
I know.
Sister.
So I feel like I just do what I like, and I get my cookie butter creamer.
So get the fucking cookie butter creamer and go on with your day. And I'm gonna get whole milk at Starbucks. Okay,
I love it. No judgment.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm glad we could have that chat.
Yeah, it's confusing.
It's really confusing. You guys will have to let us know where you stand on this, because maybe we open some people's eyes and they're like, wait, actually, I don't know why I do that. Again, if you're gluten intolerant,
dairy intolerant, of course, then it's perfect.
That's what that was made for. I feel
it was, and vegan, for all of the people that were going vegan, it was for all of those reasons.
But if you're not, I don't know. Let's chat about it. Health podcast. No, I'm kidding. Joke. My favorite this week is, I'm sure I've made it before, but I've been really utilizing it again. Do you notice after you cook, your apartment just like has a stench?
Yeah, of course.
And I love a candle, and candles can only do so much though. Like, it's so annoying, and you don't even realize it until you like go to like take out the trash and you come back in your apartment and you smell like the chicken, and you're like, oh wow. So I've been using chicken. I don't know, it's whenever I cook like a meat of any kind, like I had like breakfast sausage this morning and I could like smell it in my apartment. I was like, oh, that's just not a vibe. Yeah. So anyways, light a candle obviously, but an essential oil diffuser is amazing, and this is actually kind of a good essential for your apartment anyways. I don't have this in my list, but really any brand. I currently am using one from Sage. I like love their products, SAJE. It's this beautiful gray one, and it like really spews it out, because some they're not very generous, you know, like this really gets it. So I'll put it in my kitchen after I cook, and it just wafts throughout my whole apartment, but especially my kitchen, and I love it. I've been using this like cherry blossom scent, which is like so random for me. It smells like the Delta Lounge, the Delta Sky Club, which is so specific. But if you've been in it, they like pump this scent, and that's this one scent. Actually, and the scent, I was gonna link it or tell you guys what it is, but I can't figure out because it's from Canopy, the humidifier. They sent like this little, you can get like a diffuser set from them, so that's really specific. But anyways, essential oil diffusers. I also have one in my bedroom from Target, so there's all different price points, and it's just such an easy way, especially if you're into fire safety and or your apartment or dorm like doesn't want you to have flames.
Oh, that's a really good tip, because a lot of them are, or even apartment buildings, some of them are really strict on
I'm sure
candles.
My probably doesn't want me burning candles. Yeah, so highly suggest, and that's been my favorite.
That's great.
Do you ever go in like I go in phases of my diffusers, or like just in general things? You go in phases of things.
Yeah, I think I got rid of mine because it was like taking up too much space.
Right,
like,
you get lazy. It's like, oh, I gotta put the water in it. But if you keep up with it, it's really just so nice. You can leave your apartment and have it keep going.
Totally.
So
I've been big into like clearing out the appliances, and not that that's an appliance, but like things that I don't use, because I like to have my counter space free. I just am like,
your counters look nice and sleek today. Very, very like.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to be intentional with like what's on them. Even like I have a big like knife block over there, and I'm like, that like it's not. I could put it in a drawer and I could save. Oh,
that's so funny. I have something in the apartment about knife blocks
that they're unnecessary.
You'll see.
Okay.
All right.
Well, rec of the week. Yeah. Reco.
What are you recoing to me and everyone?
I read a book. I don't think you should read this book though, because I think you will be really scared.
Oh my God.
I know. I really do.
Do you like horror?
It's not horror. I'll tell you why. Okay. I'm scared. Okay. So it's called Look Closer by David Ellis. And Look Closer. Tori Sterling recommended it. She's amazing taste in books. And I really I do trust her taste in books. It's about the loose thing. It's like supposed to be about a couple that they, are like looking into for murder, basically, because it was like this murder that happened, and it was like, oh, so who did it, whatever. But it's not a typical thriller, and like the husband kills the wife. Like, it's not. It's very like twisted, and you find out like at the end, it takes you down. I've never read a thriller like this before, I have to say. Truly. But it was like kind of pinning the murder on other people. This is a loose plot, I'm not giving it away.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like the people who weren't the murder were trying to plot it on someone else, and like we're trying to like trace like cell phone signals. It just made me think a lot. I was like, is someone like plotting a murder and like pretending like it was me?
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, it made
me
think like that. It wasn't like, someone's at the door. It was more or less like, oh my gosh, like someone could be or plotting to kill me right now. I was scared. I don't know.
Wow, that's really, really scary.
It made me
very unique too.
It was one of those that really like it
gets you thinking.
It gets you thinking. So if you're a thriller reader, highly suggest.
Wow.
But it was set around like the fall time, so maybe save it for a fall read.
Yeah.
Spooky.
That makes sense. Ooh, spooky.
I know, because I feel like you like scary, but not like too scary, right?
Yeah, but that murder doesn't scare me, really. It's more actually like the paranormal stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay. It wasn't paranormal. It was definitely normal.
Not para.
It was not normal, but it wasn't para.
That was funny.
Thank you.
It was really good.
Normal murder.
Should be here all night, folks.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Don't wait for spring break to get away. Book your smooth escape with the wax experts at European Wax Center. This spring, whether you're going far away or sticking closer to home, the relaxed, confident feeling you're dreaming of is closer than you think. Just visit your local European Wax Center. European Wax Center are the experts in waxing for everyone. When you visit European Wax Center, you get the best by the best. Their certified wax specialists are expertly trained in prepping, protecting, and pampering your skin. The European Wax Center online booking system makes getting a reservation simple and straightforward. You can also use the EWC app to book your waxing service. The secret is their signature comfort wax. It's a proprietary blend of beeswax sourced from Europe and other skin-soothing ingredients that allows us to remove hair easily for a virtually pain-free experience. This spring, visit that feel-good state starts at European Wax Center. I'm a huge fan of European Wax Center. I go once a month. It's my favorite thing ever. I have my girl Patrice. I walk in, we chat, I leave feeling so confident, so just smooth, and we say, like, I'm already on vacation. So truly they make it very, very comfortable for you. I'm in and out in like 15, 20 minutes. It's amazing. So book your smooth escape with the experts at European Wax Center. Make a reservation today. Your first wax is free.
Or what are you recommending?
Mine's so opposite.
Okay.
Or like random. Mine's a playlist, of course.
Yeah.
It's called Sleep on Spotify. I really love it. Like, I find sometimes at night, especially if I work a little bit later in the night, which I've been trying not to do because then I get all worked up and it's harder for me to wind down. But on those nights, let's say I get back from an event or I was with friends and you're like, oh, I'm like not tired yet, or I don't see myself just getting into bed. I've been playing this playlist like basically as soon as I get into my apartment. It's just called Sleep. You know, it's kind of like stress relief for one of those, but it's just very easy, somber sounds. And it kind of just, it almost tells my body like, okay, it's time to chill out.
It's like a cue.
Yeah, it's just a cue. I have it very light while I'm like brushing my teeth, taking off my makeup. Like, I don't do this every night because some nights I'm like, I do need to listen to a podcast or something. I still need like people's voices, but it's a great podcast, or it's a great playlist to have on when you're trying to wind down for the night.
That's nice. I've been big on melatonin recently. I was like off of it for so long and now I've been like totally relying again.
It's so good. I was last month. And then do you get really bad dreams on melatonin?
Yeah, sometimes. Like nightmares, yeah.
Nightmares, like very realistic.
Very vivid. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've stopped recently. But I'll take it if I'm so awake. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not every time. Maybe it's the one I'm using. I don't know. It's got CBD in it.
No, it's a thing that's like linked to that. And I feel like every time if it's not a nightmare, my dreams are just extremely vivid.
Yeah, like you remember everything and it's you're in it.
Yeah. And you can't like comprehend that you're not in a dream. You're like, no, this is real because it feels real, you know?
Dreams are literally so weird. Yeah, because it feels weird. You're like, no, this is. Do you ever wake up from a dream and you're like, wait, I have to check my phone to make sure?
Yep.
Like, you know, I'm sure like I've had dreams of like Ryan and I broke up and I wake up and I'm like, wait, okay, he texted me good night. Like, it's just weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Dreams are freaky.
They are.
Melatonin, though, we love.
We do. Okay, so let's get into all things apartment essentials, tips for your first apartment, house, whatever. I guess it depends on the vibe where you live, you know. I always say apartment, but like it really could be house, technically.
Could be bungalow, could be townhome, could be
condo,
could be dorm. We're including
True,
the dorms
you can
here.
definitely like, you know,
adjust as needed.
Exactly.
Log cabin. I mean,
yeah. Should we go? We'll do essentials first, and then we'll do like overall tips. I guess you want to do it that way, or should we?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll give tips while we give the essentials too, but then we have a list of tips. Yeah.
Sure. Sounds good. And I think we both have stuff linked on our Amazon shops, by the way.
Yeah. So many things that we're talking about today.
Yes, so we'll have our Amazon like links down below to the shops, and I made a list because I was like, all right, apartment essentials. Not that you need every single thing on the list, but I put it all in one place. So
that's nice. I didn't do that. Sorry.
Oh, but you have it all there.
Maybe I will. But either way, yeah, both of our storefronts are organized by like categories and stuff. So.
Yeah, so get after it there. Okay. My first essential that I would say, and this is for dorms too, is command hooks, strips, or non-damaging wall things. This is like such a throwback to freshman year.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it really is. And I think it's of course nice to do for wherever you're leasing it from or if you own whatever. But it's more or less for me, I change my mind. You know, I want to move something out of the way. And if you nail something in the wall or make a big mark or something, like it's complicating it for you in the future.
Such an eyesore. Like
right?
The nail hole. Oh my God. You have to fill it and paint it. And you're so right.
And you're just sitting there thinking about it. You're like, that damn hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can't avoid it. I know with like hanging TVs or whatever it may be. Like
hangs your TV with strip.
Would not last. So don't recommend that. And obviously take into account like your recommendations from wherever. Like I actually do recommend wherever you're moving in, like get all of the rules and regulations out of the way.
Yes.
Before you even get there.
Yeah, because you don't want any surprises. I definitely have that one.
Oh yeah. Speaking of
someone who didn't read the rule book, that's me right here. I don't know. I don't know if they were really there. I think I was played, but whatever.
Yeah, well, you'll see, I guess, how strict your super is, or your person, assuming you're renting, the grounds people,
yeah, whoever's higher
there.
up.
Some people literally don't care, and some of them have like, I swear, like a list, like one of those like scrolls, and they're like, yes, are you following
a whole Rolodex of all their issues they have with your apartment?
Totally. So just to be on the safe side, I know for me, I've changed my mind a lot. Like I'll hang something and be like, actually, I hate that there. So
that's actually really smart. I like that a lot.
Thanks. Okay.
So I guess mine are, I mean, they're not essentials, but they're like things that I like having. So the first one is a NutriBullet. Not just for smoothies though. I found that I've used it for like other random things. Like I think I'm gonna try and make overnight oats and like blend them a little bit more. You can put berries in them. You can make sauces. Like, and I say a NutriBullet because they're so small. There's just sometimes if you're like, this is if you like to cook in any sort of way. It's small, and especially if you're just cooking for yourself, it's so nice to have something that just can mix some shit up really quick. Boom, done. You could blend some ice in there, whatever you want to do. But I also know a lot of people do like to make smoothies. Everyone's in their like smoothie era in the morning. So I think it's great, and it's pretty good price point, and it's small. So a NutriBullet.
Yeah, it does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of why
I would agree with it. I would say like most of the things, if you can get something that does multiple things, that's the key.
Yes.
Because when I first moved into my first apartment, God bless my mother, but she is so old school, as we know, and she was like, "Brooke, you don't have a food processor. You don't have a stand. You don't have a not a stand mixer. What like an electric? An electric mixer. Like I was like, and she made me like take all of the old family, like whatever. I didn't touch them once. Like I don't make cakes. Like I don't do these. Like I'm not a baker, you know?
Yeah, so that's so true. We just don't have room either. We don't live in this big house where you can store the food processor and the air fryer and every
you got to pick and choose. You know?
Like,
so try to find something that can do it all. And honestly, it's just a waste of money. Like I feel like you think that you need this whole long list of things, and it's like, why don't you live there for a second and see what you actually, you know, if you're making a cake, then you could deal with it then. Like
100%. I didn't have baking sheets for so long, and then finally I had a recipe, and I was like, okay, now I buy one. Like, you never know.
Yeah, because you're not really like a big oven girl.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to be more, because it is nice to like put it in there, but
don't have to touch it and like sit there and stir.
Yeah.
For me, and living in New York City, I've learned that like organizational items help a ton. They're like definitely not essential, but for smaller spaces or New York or whatever. So I'll just like list them off quick. Bathroom carts. I know you have one too,
yes.
right?
Oh my God. They're the best thing ever.
Best thing ever. I've had one since I guess my first apartment that I lived in. Maybe even in college I had one too. Did you?
Yeah, no bathrooms have enough storage, by the way.
No.
Unless you live in the huge house.
No, definitely not. So this is nice. It fits a ton of your products, maybe stuff that you don't use every day, but you just want to like have it somewhere. I have like, you know, different rows on mine. It was like $20 on Amazon.
That's a like, really, really good one.
Yeah. And if it's on wheels, you can move it out of the way easily. So it's nice and kind of helps with that. Under cabinet storage, if you don't have drawers, I don't have drawers. I don't know if you noticed that in my bathroom. I don't have a drawer.
Oh yeah. I don't have one either in my bathroom. Yeah. Okay.
I never have, I don't think. Yeah, so it like I don't have one of those, you know. It's
just like your sink pipes down there, and you just put it. I know.
So I got like a 2-tier like rack thing that actually really helps with like holding like I put like my self tanner down there and like extra towels and stuff. You could also get risers to make like more levels in cabinets. What else do I have? Oh, and then baskets. I have like hanging baskets because I have a laundry closet. And I have like they stick on the wall with command hooks, and they're like these like baskets. I don't know if you've ever seen them.
No, what do you put in them?
Laundry products.
Oh, nice. So when you open your door, your products are on your door.
They're not on the door. Sorry, they're like inside the actual cabinet, like inside the closet. I guess you know, like my washer dryer are here, and then like on the inner wall.
You are here on the map, and then I know what you mean. No, it's you just gotta like make the best use of your space, especially anything you can hide. Yeah. So that's nice. You can just put it in there. And
if you can make like multiple layers out of something, I'm learning like the under cabinet space is so tricky because it's like nothing's that tall, right? So you could get something that kind of divides it like into two, and then you could put like 2 layers of products instead of just one. Yes. I don't know. I'm learning that there's ways to make it all work.
Yes. No, I felt the same way under my sink. I just felt like I only could put things on the bottom. But I just got, I don't know if this is what you mean. I haven't put it up yet, but it's like it's almost like a suction tray that I'm going to put on either side of under my sink so that it has another layer of a shelf.
Yeah, I'll show you what mine is. It's kind of similar to that.
Oh, we'll do show and tell later.
Show and tell. Wait. Yeah, they're all from Amazon. I swear. I just like if I think of somewhere where I'm like, I wonder if I could fit another storage item there. I just go on Amazon and then it exists for everything. It's amazing.
So satisfying.
So satisfying.
I'm like so happy you brought up a bathroom cart because I was thinking the other day how much I love mine and how thankful I am for it. Like you just need more space.
And there's no shame in. I used to think it was like weird to like have my products on display in my bathroom.
I know.
Who cares? It's your bathroom. Like you're so allowed to do. You could do it anywhere. You know, it's your place. You make the rules.
No, I literally always think about that. And it's not even like embarrassing. It's more of like, I just know everyone's coming in here and using my products, but whatever.
See, I'm like, oh, they're like going through my shit, like seeing what I use, like, you know.
Oh, well, no, I don't care if they use, but like, I mean, I don't care, but you know,
not that
I'll do a
gatekeep
spritz, like. Oh, like what skincare does she use?
No, I don't care about the gatekeeping. It's more or less like, oh, she uses that brand.
Oh, that's so funny.
That is different really, concerns.
Yeah, I'm curious, like whatever other people's concerns would be. Yeah, everything that's visual on the cart, I'm definitely make sure it's like, you know, good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Those are great. Thank you, Brooke.
Of course. If you haven't checked out our amazing website, galsonthegopodcast.com, you definitely should. We have like our live show tour dates on there. You could go and check out our merch from there. We have like a little bit about us and just like, you know, good updates and stuff. And we power our website with Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online. You can stand out with a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything. Your products, content you create, and even your time. We love Squarespace. It is super easy to use. It's what we've used for our website since the beginning. I think it's so important for your business or brand to have a website, and Squarespace is truly one of the best ways to do it. We love the analytics because we can use insights to help grow our business, so we can see where our site visits and sales are coming from and analyze which channels are most effective. Also for us, this is huge, the connected social media accounts, because we can display social profiles on our website. So basically our favorite social media channels are like connected on there, and you could see like our Instagram feed and stuff like that. And we also love Squarespace because they help with mobile optimization. So all of the websites are optimized for mobile. So the content is automatically adjusting. So your site is going to look great on any device, including a phone. And if you guys are, you know, in the market for a website and you want to, you know, start building, you should definitely check out Squarespace. So head to squarespace.com/gals for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code GALS to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. So once again, go to squarespace.com/gals for that free trial. And then when you want to launch, use that offer code GALS. Definitely check it out.
My next one is, I just like, I'm obsessed with it. If you are a Keurig girl, there's Keurig people and there's Nespresso people and then there's coffee pot people. I'm a Keurig person. I do love a good old coffee pot, but since I just live alone, I don't need that. So I love the Keurig K-Cafe Smart. I think that's how you say it. K-Cafe Smart. We did
so nice.
A really cool campaign with them. Brooke let me get the machine, which I was really excited about. It's
you love
so
it.
Nice.
I'm so glad you're loving on it.
It's really, I am loving on it. It's really cool. You can make iced coffee too. And then there's also a milk frother with it. So I think it's very multidimensional, and you can make like so many different sizes. I actually haven't done this yet, but you can set up like your perfect temperature, all these different things. So it's very smart and it looks good on your counter. I don't know. I remember when I moved into my first apartment, I was like, oh, I get to buy my own coffee machine.
Yeah, so, it's very adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's brilliant.
She's a brilliant Keurig. What's your next essential?
Now we'll get into some kitchen things. I kind of said it, but you do not need a million things in general. Like I would say cut down your list, or you think as minimal as possible when it comes to kitchen supplies.
I agree wholeheartedly on this.
Right? Because they take up a ton of space. I find myself, even now I have a full set of like pots and pans, I reach for the same two ones. So why does it even matter?
Yes, I completely agree. Because I remember I first moved in and I was like, I need this, I need that, rattle-a-tat. And you're like, no, you don't.
You really, really don't. So I would say if you aren't a big cook, you do not need to even splurge. Like you could literally get stuff. I feel like people talk about like the green pan and stuff. Like you could get stuff from like Costco or whatever. They have plenty of options that are
non-stick. Get a non-stick.
Yeah, get a good universal pot and a good universal pan. I have the Always pan. And now I have my Le Creuset. But I like upgraded over time because I realized it was like those are the two that I actually use, you know?
Of course, yeah.
But if you know yourself and you know that you use one sort of thing, like then that's it.
No, it's so true. Like kind of Brooke was saying earlier, just kind of wait, be in the space and see what you're cooking, what you need for your recipes. Can I tag off of what you said? Because so this is what I would say first. This is also for me, what I cook and everything. I say a starter would be one, like, you don't have to start with one bigger pot, but I found I needed one pretty soon. So like one bigger pot, we both have like the Always pot. Well, she has the Le Creuset too. And then a smaller pot you could make like pasta in, or like boil water, like little small things. I literally got one at Target. I remember I first moved here, I got it at Target. I was like, I'll upgrade. I never needed to upgrade. I still used the $18 like Target one. one, if you're an egg person, one small like egg pan, like just like a little pan, and then one big pan. And my recommendations, I have the Scan pan with the egg flies off. It's amazing. Like it
really
literally cleans so well. The Scan pan brand in general, my parents like always used it. And then we both love Always Pan for the big one. Like that's my most used one. I'm sure you
same.
too. You can just do so many things with it. And it's like, if you just keep reaching for that one, why do you need 2 pans? Also storage. So
I literally keep it out. I mean, you can kind of see into my kitchen a little bit right now. I literally keep them out there. Like that is my Always Pan. Cute. Yeah, it's great. It does everything that you need it to.
Oh, and a baking sheet, but I didn't need one until after a while, so it just depends. But like one,
I recommend a baking sheet. I like a good one too, because I've found that the cheaper ones that I get, I have to cycle through more.
Yes.
So I would just get
Caraway.
You can get a nice one.
Really are so nice.
I really like mine.
Also, nice the things just slip off. Like it's so nonstick.
It's a really nice baking sheet if you know that you use that a lot.
Yes.
While I'm saying to be minimal with the kitchen stuff, I will say that on Amazon they have a set of kitchen tools that you can get literally everything for so cheap. Now you have to use your own discretion if you need something like this, but they have the kits that are like, measuring cup, spatula, whisk, etc. Everything that you could possibly need. All of the like not gadgets, but like
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like the wooden spoon, like all of those sort of things for like $20.
For everything?
For everything. Yes.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
Wow, I know. I went to Bed Bath & Beyond. That's good to know.
I went to Home Goods. Like it's so funny where we went, like to the different places. Did your mom tell you to go to Bed Bath & Beyond?
No, that's kind of just where she came with me. Yeah, but that's where I've always like gone.
My mom was always like Home Goods. Like that.
Do they have? I guess they do have kitchen stuff. Oh my God, that is so things that we grew up differently with. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, so you can get one of those for cheap because I feel like that is actually good stuff to have. Oh, and I would say a knife set you can get. I think I linked one on the Amazon shop. I used to have these ones from Costco. It was like a Cuisinart set that was like $20, and it had all of the knives that I needed. Like not
How
dining
many?
knives. I think it was like 4 or 5. Like it's like a big one, a smaller one. I don't know. I mean, I guess over time it's nice to invest. It depends how much you cook. If you're like,
you really don't know. I mean, well, because I'm gonna contradict what you say. That's what I was gonna say. So when I moved into college, and I guess I wasn't cooking as much. My first college apartment, I bought a whole knife block, and they look great. But I literally never used it. I used the same one, like steak knife, literally to cut all my vegetables because that's what I wanted to do. And so then when I moved here, I went to Bed Bath & Beyond with my mom, and she was like, okay, but I was about to buy a knife block, and she's like, one, that's going to take up a ton of room, and do you use all these? And I was like, actually, no. So like, kind of just look into what you think you use. Like if you're like, oh, I need a paring knife, a bigger knife, because some of those are good. And now I have acquired more knives, but at first that's not what I use.
As a small set.
Yeah, like a small
our
set.
place has a set of 3. Perfect. Like
that's literally perfect. Yeah, just more
you don't
so, like
need a
those
ton.
big sets with like the knife sharp, like everything.
Yeah,
like
no, mine literally has the.
No,
but
I don't. They
but
look
I'm saying
so good.
that it sits there, and I'm like, but I've just had it since when I moved after I graduated college, and I feel guilty getting rid of it now. So I know
it's like nice.
That's the thing, and I think you do need to be smart with like what you want to splurge and save on because like I said, I've had that for now 6 years, and I'm gonna have it for even more. I'm not getting rid of it. So
it makes the kitchen look like a kitchen, and it comes with scissors too, right?
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it has everything that I need. But I think you have to know yourself. I don't cook a lot, so this is like coming from someone who doesn't cook a lot and doesn't need a ton of
I feel like in our
stuff.
place, like 3 knife thing, that's perfect. That's what I should have done.
Yeah.
Next up, you guys are gonna giggle at me. Have fun with cleaning products. Okay, romanticize cleaning. I think I really got inspired after we became friends with Clara Purse. Like it really, you can have fun with cleaning, and since it's like your first new space, it's like, oh, I gotta buy the Windex, the this, the that, but Mrs. Meyer's, for one, I would say the laundress, but they let me down and they like don't exist right now, and I'm really sad because I miss all of their products. But Mrs. Meyer's, they always have like seasonal scents. I mean, even if you go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, they have their own cleaning brands too, but pick a scent that you like and that you're going to be excited to surface clean with. Like I get excited to spray my like mint one or whatever. I'm like, ooh, my kitchen smells like it's clean. I just cooked. It's very satisfying. I'm also like not being perfect, but slowly getting into non-toxic cleaning supplies because like the more I hear about it, I'm like, ooh, I want to like see. So nice. I know Branch Basics, they have really great like non-toxic. It's kind of annoying because they like send everything to you and you have to like do your own potions and like make it.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's the only thing, but it's like clean or whatever. More so like when I have kids one day, I think that's like I don't know, because we have more science now.
Then I'll do like the full clean beauty, clean everything, clean eats.
We'll do it all later.
Oh, I'm enjoying my life right now. I'll have the cookie butter creamer, please, and
yep.
and a lot of Windex.
Yeah, and a lot of Windex.
And the Clorox wipes too.
Oh, don't forget the Clorox. No, literally, yeah, but just whatever tickles your fancy. I think cleaning can be fun if you pick the right products that make you happy.
I think it's great. Yeah. And honestly, I will say, not that I like loved cleaning right when I moved out on my own, but you have a fonder appreciation for your space, I think.
So true.
Especially living alone, but even your first I never felt that way in college though, so I guess I can't really speak from that experience. Like I feel like I wasn't like the best at like, being the best.
I think it's really when you're living alone or like I guess you never lived with one other person, did you? Other than freshman year?
No, so that makes
living
sense.
with like Delaney, who's very clean. I definitely would like I was like, okay, I gotta clean, but even more so when you live alone because you're like, it's me and only me.
Yeah, and you're like proud. You want to be proud of your space.
Like when people
it's
come
a direct reflection of you. Yeah,
direct. There's no one to blame. Oh, my roommate. Sorry, her dishes. Like, no, those are your dishes, bitch.
Exactly. You have to be real with yourself. And you do it like I keep my place not like perfectly clean all the time, but I like keeping it in good shape because I'm like, I'm proud of like I'm like
yes.
I built this. Like, like
no, when I walked in today, I could tell you were really proud because it was really clean in here and it smelled good and all the things. Yeah.
Thanks. I really tried my best.
Yes.
Okay, next a toolkit. All right, so I'm very lucky because my dad actually made me one.
Aww.
I know, so cool.
Curated it.
Yes,
that's really sweet.
But I found one on Amazon that's cheap and like has everything that you need. I would just say like basic screwdrivers, basic like, and you might be like, I don't necessarily need this, but honestly,
you do.
I find myself reaching for a good amount.
Oh yeah, I've got mine right under the sink right there. Oh yeah.
Just get like, do you like just a little one from like a hardware store? Like from what?
Yeah, I've had mine since college. It came everywhere with me. But yeah, just like a basic like pliers, screwdriver with a couple different heads, hammer, measuring tape usually it comes with.
That's good. Level.
Level, yeah. No, sometimes you do need a level.
Just something that has the basic stuff if you need to hang something or not like, oh, I'm going to fix something per se, but like it actually does come in handy.
Or even like there's been times I've tried to take the cap off of something and you take a flathead screwdriver and like get in there. It's definitely like an essential.
Or I find myself needing a screwdriver to like put batteries and stuff, like that is definitely something that you need. So
that's a really good recommendation.
And I would even say a flashlight too, because I'm old school. I have a flashlight in mine because just in case, I don't know why, like for emergency situations. Oh, I don't know why. My parents like had me have it. I haven't used it, but I have a comfort in knowing that I have a flashlight. I don't
think I do. Some toolkits I feel like come with a flashlight. Oh, that's
also
sweet.
if you're like up close and personal or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Use your phone, I guess, now.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
Old school.
Yeah. Wow. No, growing up, we always had flashlights all around our house.
The power went out.
Yeah, the power would go out all the time, especially with like the hurricanes. But that's so interesting. So from now on, these are definitely way more fun things. I mean, these kind of all of mine have been not as like essential. Brooks got us there.
Toolkit.
But I'll take us home. No, I'm kidding. My next one is so not essential, I have to say. But I've gotten a lot of people on it. Brooke has... No, you don't. Is that an Amazon? No, is yours Google, the screen?
Oh, it's a Alexa, yes.
Okay, yeah. I forgot. I have the Amazon Echo Show 10, I think. I'm obsessed with it. It's one of those gadgets that I truly use every day. I have it on my kitchen counter. It kind of looks like an iPad or something. But people always ask, I don't know about you, like, what is that thing on your counter that plays music and shows the time? Like, it is really cool. It makes me feel like I have a smart home. But literally every morning I'll look at it. I'll tell her to play me music while I get ready. You can ask her, like, I'll be getting dressed. I'm like, what's the weather? You can ask Siri too. But I am obsessed with it. It's like my speaker. Like when I'm entertaining, like that's what's playing music when you're having a pregame and people are over. It's fun too because I feel like people come over and they're like, oh, like I'll talk to Alexa. Like people know like Alexa changed the song and it's like funny and it's like a bond. I don't know.
And it's a big touch screen, so it's cool.
Yeah.
People like it. I think, if you get a gift card or if you want to save up your money, like I don't think that they're terribly expensive.
They have different models too.
You can get a smaller
yours
one.
Is different.
I have a
little bigger.
Slightly smaller.
They have so many different ones. I just think it's so great for it to be like your central like home base.
It does play. It's great as a speaker too. Like
so good. It gets loud. So
that's a good one. That is a really good one.
And when I had a roommate, I just put it in my bedroom. So, And we had one in our living room though. We were obsessed. Anyways.
Oh, you guys were all.
Yeah.
Whose account did you use?
It got confusing.
Okay.
But I think it was both mine. But I was weirdly able to play in both rooms. It was weird. I don't know.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Like you could sync them up?
No.
Oh.
But like I'd be able to listen to something in my room even if, or maybe no, maybe I'm lying. Whatever. We had to.
I'm sure it all works. It's all smart.
Shopping for clothes is a compromise. It often feels like I have to choose between saving up for an expensive luxury piece or settling for a cheap fast fashion item that won't last. That was until I elevated my closet with Quince. With Quince, I can get high quality, timeless pieces without paying that luxury price tag. Quince offers a range of must-have items like 100% Mongolian cashmere sweaters for only $50, 100% European linen pants for $40, luxurious mulberry silk skirts at $60, not to mention $50 Italian leather bags and 14-karat gold jewelry from $30. All their prices are 50 to 80% less than similar luxury brands. And because Quince creates timeless classic styles that won't go out of fashion, you'll have them in your closet forever. You guys want to know what I got from Quince? I'll tell you right now. I got this beautiful silk beige midi skirt. I love a midi skirt, and I've been wanting one like this to wear with like a white tank and sandals, or to wear with like boots and a leather jacket. Kind of just a very versatile look. And it's just so, I was amazed at the like how it's a fraction of the price that I was expecting because it's such good quality. I know you're wondering how they do it. So Quince partners directly with top factories to cut out the cost of the middleman and pass the savings on to you. What's even better, Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium eco-friendly fabrics and finishes. So I can feel good about getting high-quality items that last longer. Shop with Quince today and discover the affordable luxury you deserve. Right now, go to quince.com/gals to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's quince.com/gals for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/gals.
Okay. Yeah, then I have tips here. Okay, so mine, I kind of said it. Splurge on items that you'll have for a while, because there are some things that I've had since I lived in Boston in 2019 that like are coming with me everywhere. My mattress, my like, I have a bed, like I have like not a frame, but I have like my headboard isn't like attached to the bed, but like that's come with me everywhere. Mm-hmm. A lot of the other stuff is newer, but like I feel like a dresser, like your bedroom set, like stuff like that, you'll have for a minute.
Or you're like, I think splurging on a mattress, like
yes.
You're literally sleeping on that every night.
Yeah, I think those are the things that you'll have. If you have roommates or whatever, it could be challenge. You know, you got to figure out like who's getting the couch, who's getting the TV.
There's
whatever.
no easy way to do that either. Like it's frustrating
and kind of awkward then, because like but I feel like you want to say it from the get go, like, okay, so the couch is mine, by the way, because if you move out, you're gonna want to take the couch with you. I'm assuming,
that
right?
is a good thing. Like just from the beginning, maybe like don't split the couch. Be like, I want to buy this couch, and you'll buy the dresser. You get the dresser, I get the couch. Something like that. Is that what you mean?
Either do it that way, like I buy this, you buy this, or you have to know who
we're
like
splitting
you
it all,
have to have a record of who paid for what, because then if they sell it, that you get your profit. Like you need to make sure that it's clearly documented, because I've heard horror stories of it getting like awkward at the end. Yeah.
Or like who gets the TV. I feel like it does get tough. So you just got to be very communicative. I think that's a really great tip. So my first tip, this is your apartment. It's your space. It should be treated like your sanctuary. So, you know, because like when you come home from a stressful day at work or school, whatever it may be, you want to come home and be like happy to be home. I know too many people that just they go home and they're like, ugh, like I hate it here. Like it makes me not, like I'm not happy, but I'm too lazy to clean out or whatever. This is your space. So you want to make sure like when you're moving, clean out beforehand, like purge your stuff before you move into a new space. Because if you move into a space with a ton of shit, you have to put all that somewhere. Whereas like for example, when I moved this past September, October, I cleaned out my old apartment to make sure everything that was coming with me to the next one was something that I want, because then it allowed for a less cluttered space.
I completely agree.
Like you have
to. A lot of people who aren't happy in their space, it's because of like some identifiable reason, whether, I mean, a lot of it's roommate issues, or if it's like, you know, my bedroom is so messy, it's stressing me out. Like, I
have nowhere to put clothes.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
My closet's overflow, whatever it may be. So I think if you can identify like what the issue is or why you don't feel comfortable. For me, for a while, not that I had any reason to feel this way, but I felt unsafe, and that's just because read a lot of these scary books, I guess, or I was just convincing myself. But then I invested in some things to make myself feel safer. I don't use it anymore, but like the master lock thing, Clara uses it, that you put under the door. If that makes you feel safer, do that. Or if you could get a camera, or if you could like, you know, do things to like better your experience. Like you shouldn't feel stressed out where you live. You shouldn't feel,
it's your safe space. Totally. Truly. Like if your towels make you feel scratchy, like get the Brooklinen towels or Gals on the Go bundle. Like truly, like invest in your sheets. Like you sleep in them every day. Also Brooklinen, just saying, or Gals on the Go bundle, always linked below. But yeah, just like that's such a good point. Like you should not feel stressed. You should feel safe. Like again with the safety, like it's so
if
true.
You can identify like some sort of issue, I would say, then target it. And like I get it, we get lazy, you know, and you're like, whatever, like I'll deal with it next weekend. And it's like, no, don't wait a whole week and feel stressed about it, you know.
So true. Just put your hair up, put on some music, and get her done. I had one of those days a couple Sundays ago, and I feel so good now. You walk in and you're like proud, and feel like clean.
You could actually see where all of your stuff is. That's so nice. Especially if you live in New York, this has been huge for me, is to use the quote vertical space. So like shelves and hooks to put stuff on walls. And if you notice, I mean, you could probably see my apartment now, Danielle, I have like a tall bookcase. It's skinny and tall. I have a shoe rack that's tall and thin. Oh. Yeah. I try to do this because because it doesn't take away as much floor space, but you still get like either the storage or a look or you know, I have like a hook thing on the wall behind my front door that like stores my jackets, and it's like, you know,
very smart
ways to store things. Basically,
you got your paper towels on top of your sink.
I love it. That's one of my favorite things. Yeah, it's like just not on the counter because you know I don't like to free up the counter space. That has really helped me a lot. Is just to kind of think taller, or if you have a space to put a hook for something, like, you know, just putting hooks on the back of the bathroom door or whatever. It's helped.
Throw a hook anywhere. I feel like it really helps. Yeah, like adding more. I used to have like one like single hook on the back of my door for a robe, and now I'm like I have like my Barefoot Dreams robe, my Brooklinen robe, Skims. So I went and bought, not Bed Bath & Beyond, not Home Goods, the difference between the two of us, like a multi-hook one, and it's so nice.
Little things.
Just like, I like what you said earlier too, like just like seeing an error and it's like, how can I improve it?
Yes. Well, like, you thought about it. You're like,
gadget.
Where am I going to put this, you know, robe that I have now? Yeah.
I mean, when my dad was here last week, he was really getting creative because he was like, you have so much stuff, like the tripods, the ring light, everything. And he was like, why don't you just put it behind this piece of furniture? Why don't you put your tripod behind the mirror? I was like, this is genius.
Yeah, you like just didn't even think about it.
You don't. So sometimes maybe having someone else come into your space and saying like, what would you do? Where would you put this? I feel like it's always like, where do you put this shit? So I'm saying a lot of bad words today.
So. That was me last week. Yeah, I get it.
Big fatty shit. My mom literally listens to every episode, and she texted me yesterday. All she says is ... big fatty with the poop emoji.
Stop. That's...
She said she was dying laughing.
Oh my god! Oh, that's so funny. I'm glad that she.
I know. She'll just send me like random one-liners and like, "Oh, you listened today."
That's so. When we get DMs from like listeners that are like,
yeah, it's
you know,
so
like
funny.
A quote from the show, I'm like, oh damn, I forgot I said that.
Oh, by the way, I got so validated. So many people say e-meet on email.
Oh yeah. I meant to tell you I got one this week.
You did? It's nice to e-meet you.
Yes.
So I think whoever, those 30 people that commented on my TikTok that day were just being annoying.
Yeah, that's what you should have stuck to your guns. And
I know. I should have kept it up and like kept it viral rather than like being worried. But I felt so weird. But now I feel validated. Good. Maybe I'll redo it. And everyone will know that I posted it because of that. But whatever.
You should redo it.
Anyways, back to apartment tips. Vertical space. Okay. I think Brooke had this on her tips too, so we'll just talk about it together. But like, don't worry about having everything right when you move in. That's something the Virgo in me was really, I was doing. I was like, oh, I have to have this, not. But you don't, and my parents kept saying, like, just wait till you're there, like, you'll know. And it's the most annoying thing when someone says that to you. I'm like, no, I want everything perfect right then and there.
You're like, I'm ordering my rug right now. I'm ordering my chair and stuff. But then you get in the space and you're like, I don't even want a fuzzy rug in this room.
No, it doesn't work. I love the wood. Like,
yeah, you learn what you actually want and / need.
Yeah, it could be decor. Like, I waited months to do my shelves, and I'm still, honestly, they're not done. Like, I'm still working on it, but it's been fun. And like, if you find joy in decorating your space, like, it's so sad when it's over. So keep just improving as the months go on.
I feel like she moved right now, but I feel like she was constantly improving her old apartment. Didn't you feel like that?
Yeah,
like,
she was adding like the disco ball mirror.
Yeah.
Like she did. She's a great example.
I know,
of
and
that.
she kept it really fun.
And you too. Like you'll do your balcony, and then you did like this amazing artwork behind us in your bedroom. You've added like a lamp. I've known, like
I try to do things like over time. I'm like, because what's
fun.
the rush to do it all at once? And it's expensive to do it all at once. Obviously, you need like the essential stuff, but
yes, oh my gosh,
the fun touches. Like I was like, I'm not gonna panic purchase a bunch of furniture that might not even fit the space. Like, what's the point?
No, totally. Like I'm having this realization in my bathroom. I just like hate the lighting. I think you have like I guess kind of similar. I want to put like those strip lights behind my bathroom mirror to have like, I don't know. It's fun to be like, oh, I'll do this today. Like have a little project.
I love a home improvement project. Yeah. I have lighting on my list. I was going to say lighting is huge for me. I know both of us were very big into the lighting. I would rather it be dark than have fluorescent lighting. I hate everything about it.
It's just terrible.
Can't stand it. I need like a mood lighting. I actually found some good, like this guy, it doesn't look the best, but like it emits a really like a bunch of good lights.
It goes
from
onto the
Amazon.
ceiling, right?
Vertical
space.
You could tilt it like that's the light, so I could have
that's
it
what
hit
I thought.
anywhere.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so that's good. I would say if you're like, my bedroom used to be so dark, so I put like a lamp in there. I don't know. I feel like playing with the lighting helps a lot in terms of making it feel a little more homey,
moody.
Yeah, I have the cabinet lights. I think I linked them to. They're from, I think, Black & Decker, but they actually connect to ALXEA too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's really
smart
nice.
home.
Oh yeah, don't you have them where they turn on
at sunset?
Oh, well, I guess they're on right now, but you turn them on.
That's a good question. Why are they on right now?
Why are you guys on? They wanted to be in the video. I was supposed to be in that music video.
I'm like, why are they on right now? I have to get to the bottom. No, sometimes they it's a little finicky.
Look closer.
Stop! My murder is here.
Oh my God, I'm dead.
Okay. What do you got?
I think, did you do your light? That was your lighting?
Yeah, lighting.
If you have a roommate or roomies, this is if you like care about decor and stuff, but I feel like a lot of people do. Get a clear idea of the vibe you want to go for decor wise. Like I remember Delaney's like very minimal and I'm like, I want to be minimal, whatever. But I remember we sat and talked like, okay, what are our colors? Like you really need to, because it's the worst if like you're sitting in the living room and your roommate comes in from Home Goods with like all these interesting pattern pillows and you're like, oh, I like wasn't planning on this. Like you need to be kind of annoying and be like, okay, what's our vibe truly? Like what 3 colors are we sticking to? Because I feel like there's like pent up resentment and it gets awkward.
Yeah. Or it's also awkward. You could make it work, but like it's awkward if some people like really care and some people like really don't care. Like I feel like I guess that's an ideal dynamic. You want to be on the same level of like caring about, this.
Yeah. And if they don't care, like hopefully they at least keep up with they respect it. But if they're down for you to decorate that's fine.
Yeah.
But they need to keep up with it and like, chip in for it still.
Of course. Yeah.
So
just work it out before you move in or right away, I would say, because I know a bunch of people moving out right now and it's kind of awkward. It's like we haven't figured out what we're doing with the TV yet, and it's like, okay, well,
yes,
let's figure
the moving
out. Yeah.
Even I know a lot of people right now are like trying to find like who they're gonna roommate with. Like, we're both moving to New York. Like, go to their apartment before they move out of their current and be like, what's their vibe right now? Like, is it messy? Are you messy? Okay, that works. Like, do a little loop-de-loop and kind of think, do I want to live with this before you make your full-on decision? Not that you always have all these choices and maybe this is your best friend, whatever, but just, check it out.
That's a good call. Good call. Okay, I keep saying like get less stuff, but truly, I would say start with things that are like that have a purpose. I would say this is the essential. If you're moving into an apartment and you're like, boil it down to the essentials for me. Get things with a purpose, of course, like your couch, your bed, whatever, things that have storage, whatever. Like I would say you don't just get hazardai, as my mom would say, like crap to fill the space right away. Like I feel like I was so focused on like, I need a coffee table book, and it's like that should be at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, oh my God, that's the epitome of I'm thinking about the coffee table books. It's so true.
But it's fun. That's the fun stuff.
Yeah,
course. Like that's exciting.
but you don't have the table first.
Yeah, like let's focus on like what is the coffee table book going on?
Yeah.
Or your dining set, whatever it may be. Like let's focus on like getting it to the essentials, and then if it even is something extra, I would say focus on it having a purpose. Is it a kitchen appliance because you need it? Is it like a shelf that holds decor, but it will also hold your books? Like I feel like I'm trying to get things that have purpose,
100%.
I still buy decor, don't get me wrong, but I'm trying not to. I've learned, at least with me, it feels cluttered when I just have a ton of stuff with no purpose.
Oh, for sure. Like get something that's cute, but also maybe there's a drawer in it.
Yes, exactly. Good point.
I know what you mean. I really like that.
And you could focus on the decor touches, the wall hangings, all of that after. Truly, I would say do that. That should be bottom of the list.
Yeah, get your like foundation, and then you can add the blush and contour after.
Because I got my big, like I have a wall piece in the bedroom, and I did that like way after.
Yeah, you waited.
Yeah, because I like lived in it for a sec. I was like, I don't even know what colors I want. Like, okay, now I'll think about it.
Yeah, now I'm ready.
Yeah,
give me pink. Like it's perfect. I love that.
All right. Anything else?
I have one more.
Me too.
1.5 actually.
Okay, go.
Kind of again with roommates, but kind of make sure you're setting up. Okay, we talked about expectations of like decor and stuff, but also like, okay, are we assigning tasks? Like, are you like little things? Okay, you took out the trash today. Like, know in your head you're going to take out the trash tomorrow. Just setting all those expectations to begin with. Or, oh, I work late, so I won't be able to help with dishes at night. I can do it in the morning before I go to work. Stuff like that, I feel like is really important.
That is so great.
Short and simple.
And it avoids like my roommate never does anything.
Yeah, you just don't want to get to that point because it can be like, I miss having a roommate at times. I'm sure you do too. Like, it's just enjoy the living room hangs. Like when you have roommates.
Yeah, those
like
are so
that
fun.
was my last. Like it's just those hit so different, and you can still like. We literally have a group chat called Living Room Floor. We force each other to like go to each other's house and sit on the living room. But when you have roommates, you could just all sit on the couch and watch a White Lotus.
It's so intimate. You're like in your pajamas.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I don't know. I just enjoy that while you can.
Yeah, that is a really good tip.
Yeah.
I'm talking so much about storage. My God. But this is something that I do that it helps me a ton. I have a bed skirt and I store stuff under my bed.
Biggest regret of my life was getting a low bed.
Because it has no storage.
No. And I knew that.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
There are some beds that open up. Like I guess I could have gotten one of those too.
Yeah.
There's some that literally like the bed like rises and like it's like a whole like storage thing in it. I know.
That's
how crazy.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Mine is just I only have like a bed frame. Like it's not even like a real bed.
But then you have the headboard.
Yeah. So it's not like it's like a DIY. It's fine though. It does the job.
No, it looks like a bed.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, it looks like a bed. But then I got this has been with me for a while too. A literal like it's from Amazon bed skirt, and I just have a ton of storage bins under there, but you would never know. And I put like my sweaters. I do swap out over seasons and stuff.
Yeah, that's my God. It's so. Can you fit your suitcases under there?
No, it's a little too low for that. The bed's a little too low for that. But I have them in my closet here. Yeah. I put the suitcases in each other. That's another tip. Some people in New York put like clothes in their suitcases.
That's genius.
When they're not using them. Like off-season clothes. It's like,
you have to like.
In New York, there are so many storage hacks.
I've seen people put clothes in their oven. I mean, like,
and the Carrie Bradshaw effect.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Maybe not, and I guess you can. Just don't put it on.
No, I don't think you should. But I've seen people do it. Maybe it was a joke. I feel like they could light on
the
fire.
irony of it all.
Yeah, just New York living. It's crazy. So
it is. I hope that we helped you guys. And you should be excited. It's fun. It's a fun thing to get excited about, whether you're moving out on your own or with friends, or it's a new chapter.
It is a new chapter.
It's a new chapter.
It's seriously like you're entering your next season of life. Like season 3 check.
You got renewed. Congratulations.
Yeah. Your season got renewed to season 4. That's very exciting. I do believe a while back we did an episode about living alone. So if you are living alone, go back and listen to that. That was a good episode where we gave tips of like specifically living alone and like how to get out there more, stuff like that, and enjoying your time alone. But you got this. Congratulations to the graduates of May 2023.
We did it.
I know. I was holding myself back. We love you guys so much. Shop the merch this Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Woot woot. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye guys.
Bye.